Hello and welcome. My name is Annie Capel, and this evening we're going to talk about Psychic Mind's Mind Reader. Children, when they are little, use both sides of the brain to grow, learn and develop, enabling them to understand and survive their family unit. By using both sides of the brain at the same time opens them up to psychic abilities. A whole new world that perhaps only they can see, hear or do. To the child, reading minds is a playground. To an adult, it can be unnerving, uncomfortable or something to use. Not every child has psychic abilities, and of those who do, not every child chooses to use them. Very few children read minds, and some children choose not to read minds as it gets in the way of their everyday life, making fitting in very difficult, so they shut it down. So how do you know your child is reading minds? Some children will carry on what you were saying to them or others, and I don't mean a couple of words. You will find them saying whole sentences. Others will ask you about a person from your past that there is no way they could possibly know. And some children will talk about subjects way beyond their years. So how does your child read minds? The child, using both sides of the brain, unconsciously opens a door between your mind and their mind and steps in, not realizing where they are other than it's something new to explore. The door to the mind is the third eye, and the third eye is the brain. It is part of the mind that is open and processes impulses of energy into data which we consciously and unconsciously use. It's what most of us refer to as intuition. The doorway to the mind is third eye to third eye. The more the child practices the art of opening the door to the third eye and steps in, the easier it becomes. What is reading minds for a child, and how as adults we are unable to read minds? Each child develops at different levels psychically. Some will grab snatches or words or sentences, others will only see pictures, like a small movie being played out in front of them. Some will interact with the movie being played and think that perhaps it's a game or a story that they can come back to. Some children will only hear voices, perhaps a droning voice that plays all the time in some minds. Some children will find a memory of perhaps a grandparent whom they loved and will talk to them in your mind, believing they are real. Most of us, as we grow and develop, we begin the process of using only one side of the brain, and over time lose the extra abilities. Once we reach adulthood, we have forgotten how to tap into our psychic abilities. Eavesdropping on a person's mind could cause all kinds of problems. So how do you stop your child from reading minds? Some children are easy to reach, and as they are at a stage where they are not sure of themselves or what they are seeing or hearing is real. So when you tell them what they are experiencing is imaginary, make-believe, just not real, they will think about it and believe that perhaps they did imagine the whole thing. Others require repetition, so the more times you tell your child it's imaginary, you program your child in believing that it's not real. The more you make the belief system of it being not real, eventually the door closes on their psychic abilities. It is important not to badger your child every few minutes with it. Allow them to process your information and make it real in their minds. By not making a big deal about mind reading, your child will in a short time find the subject boring, as you have not added any relevance or credence or made it a big issue. so the child thinks it's not worth following up and will dismiss it and learn something else. If your child has psychic abilities and is having no problems coping with them, then encourage them and guide them with true, honest values you normally do with everything you teach them as parents. If you make mind reading less valuable in their psychic realm, they will stop practicing mind reading and will develop other skills. Now, if your child is just not coping with their psychic abilities, then action, it's your imagination. It's not real, as we talked about above. Guide their attention onto a subject you know will hold their interest and practice it with them. Help your child get good at the subject and make them feel good about themselves and their achievements. By doing this, you may find that in a short time they will lose their psychic abilities as they are no longer relevant in their everyday life. If you find that none of it has worked, then visit my website. That's www.mybird.com. That's www.mybird.com, and send Annie an email, subject heading Mind Reader, and I will help you. I hope this information is of great help to you. Thank you all very much, and just have a lovely evening. Okay then, bye bye.